Good morning, worlds of the interwebs. This is another uber uplifting moment, and today's episode's called Fuzz Buster. Now, just bear with me here. Our Department of Transportation sets up speed limits, and these speed limits are for our protection. It's whoever decides that this is as fast as you can go safely for your own safety and for the safety of those around you. Don't exceed this speed. And we have law enforcement, which uses tools like they used to use radar guns, and now they use laser guns, not like the pew pew kind, but the slow down kind, to test and see how fast people are going on the various roads. So this law is good. It's for our protection, and there's this mechanism in place to catch us when we're breaking the law so that we slow down and we're safer for ourselves and we're safer for others. However, and this has always blown my mind, you can go and buy a little box that you put in your car that will detect the radar or the lasers that the law enforcement's using to check your speed. So you can effectively buy something to enable you to break the law. I don't understand how that's legal, first of all. I mean, it's not like you're going to buy these boxes. We used to call them Fuzz Busters because the police are called the Fuzz, and this because when you hug them, they're warm and fuzzy, I guess. I don't know why. But you go and it's not like you can put this in your car because you're going to drive around and be curious. I wonder where the police are. Oh, there's one. You're buying it because you want to break the law. You're buying it because you want to speed. You're buying it because you want to be going speeding on this part of the road, and then when you detect the police, you slow down, and then you want to speed up. Now, how many of us have something like that? How many of us have a Holy Spirit Fuzzbuster? How many of us can put something in us, have a mindset, have a heart set that says, I can break the law in this area, so I'm going to ignore or justify the Holy Spirit, who is sort of our built-in, law enforcement. The law is good. God's law is good. God's law was given for our protection. God's law was given for our safety. And for the protection and safety of those around us. So when we follow God's law, when we read it and adapt it to our culture and our context, it's a very, very good thing. Jesus said that I didn't come to destroy the law, but to fulfill, which actually means to live out the law, not just fulfill it in a prophetic sense or in a typological sense, which he did both, but to show us what it looks like to fully live out God's law. So we're not supposed to ignore the law. The law is still good. The law still has a role. But the Holy Spirit is supposed to convict us when we're breaking the law so that we don't hurt ourselves and those around us. Because to live in anything less than God's law is to live with anything less than God's best. So what is your Fuzzbuster? What is my Fuzzbuster? Well, what are the things that we decided I can do this activity, I can watch this movie, I can listen to this music, I can hang out with these people, I can drink this drink. I don't know. I'm not whatever. But what is the thing that is less than God's best for you, but you have decided I can ignore that, I can justify that, and besides, God will forgive me. Sometimes that's the ultimate Fuzzbuster, is we just write it off and say, it's okay, I'll confess later, God will forgive me, but I really do plan on doing it again. That's the mindset. I mean, to have a Fuzzbuster in your car, not to get too Larry legalist on you, is shows a rebellious heart, shows a rebellion against authority, and God is the ultimate authority. And if we have that sort of seed of rebellion, that's just one example of who knows how many things could be. So I'm not picking on you if you have one of these in your car, but it's wrong. But if you that just shows this sort of seed of I can break the law and it's okay for me. That in that small area clearly must seep into other bigger areas of our lives. My question is, take some time as always and reflect and pray. Like, what are the Fuzzbusters in my heart? What are the Fuzzbusters in my mind that I am using to break God's law, to really break God's heart and live less than his best for me, that I need to uninstall, that I need to remove. Now, just as a little side note, I don't know if you can see it, I'm going to move the camera thing. In the car behind me, way back there, I wish I could zoom. Maybe I'll try to catch a picture of it. Oh, I can zoom. Oh, but the thing... Anyway, I'll take a picture of it later. They have the coolest windshield guard. So look for that picture later, look for that post, and put you back here. And goodbye, Facebook, or world, or wherever you're watching this. Love you, bye-bye.